Good morning, everyone. It's a nice day here again today. Though I wanted to get into the garden yesterday, I didn't. Things happen and you do something different. So, today is another nice day. The temperature is just great. And I know they in the Sierras, they have, 9 feet of snow? That's like way up there, right? And I kind of wanted to go. You got all that rain, this and then now you got all that snow. So, what now? Is global warming going out the door now again, or are we going to find some other way to explain that and how that is part of it too? Oh, dear me. Oh. I came across. Okay. It seems like I want to say it right because it's not, it's just again something I observe rather than what to fight against or whatever. But when I see men attacking women, on how weird somehow the doom of them or how seductive we are as women, and then people use, Samson and Delilah, right? People like to use Samson and Delilah from the Bible. Or how about during the time of John the Baptist, where that one king was so enamored with that one woman, and she got him to chop off John's head because John didn't want anything to do with that woman. Okay. Oh, well, don't we have a good example right there? Right? Can't you say no as a man? I mean, what are you ruled by? So to me, anytime I see a man using women as the, just like Eve in the Garden of Eden, right? Well, she was the one. Well, according to, it was a male spirit of an angel that, you know, seduced her. Okay, all right, all right, all right. I'm just saying, right? And that was in spirit. And it's like, all right. Adam didn't know any better. Like he could have just said, "Oh, honey, we got to go and talk to God. You did a boo-boo here, or something. Or what's going on with you? No, 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 no. That's not how we were taught." Okay. Men want to be subject, the head of the table, right? In a household, right? Yes, you want to be the stronger one, protecting your women and children out there, don't you? Provide for them. And okay, no, okay. Well, I know it's kind of become okay. I'm not even going to go there. And the women, I don't know. As I said, I'm good. I was good, staying at home, taking care of the house. Okay, I always had a little job on the side to make a little extra money too, on top of everything, raising the kids, cooking, cleaning, laundry. I didn't feel like I missed out on something. I just didn't. But maybe that's because when it comes really down to it, it's about your attitude, right? Towards anything at all. The blame often, when things don't go quite right, is with us, not with someone else out there. Doesn't matter, man or woman, right? Yes? I say this often, if men didn't want it, there would be many things in the realm of love that would be a lot less filthy. Yes? Well, the women could say no too. When you're in the object position, you often get so suppressed and oppressed that what you're going to do. I saw this as many years ago, the story about a Japanese woman who, the way she just ended up with her children, most likely what? What happened? Okay, either her husband died or he left, and she was left with the children, tried to feed them. And even though she was in her 40s, never thought she'd ever do anything like that. The only way to actually put food on the table and bring enough money home is to prostitute herself. Whoa, what's going on in Japan? Yes? Okay. When it comes to families like that. Okay, just saying. Right? So, when I see a man point the finger at women, when it comes to the realm of love, I have to say, man, guys, really? So, then you should just give up your subject position and let the Amazons take over. I know not all guys are like that out there. And that's a good thing. So, the ones who are not like that, you should teach the ones who think they need to have such a big mouth about stuff like that. Right? Yes? Okay. All right. Had my say here. I find it even more concerning when guys like to pull God into all this, forgetting that he created woman as well, wife as well, daughter as well. Okay. All right. I don't think a guy would ever talk like that about other women if he actually has his own daughters. We're in Leviticus 18. Well, guess what we're talking about? Sexual prohibitions. How appropriate. Yahweh spoke to Moses and said, "Speak to the Israelites and say, I am Yahweh your God. You must not behave as they do in Egypt, where you..." See, there you go. I wasn't wrong about when I said there is concern about what they brought with them out of Egypt, where you used to live. You must not behave as they do in Canaan, where I am taking you, nor must you follow their laws. You must observe my customs and keep my laws, following them. I, Yahweh, am your God. Hence you will keep my laws and my customs. Whoever complies with them will find life in them. I am Yahweh. None of you will approach a woman who is closely related to him to have intercourse with her. I am Yahweh. You will not have intercourse with your father or your mother. She is your mother. You will not have intercourse with her. You will not have intercourse with your father's wife. It is your father's sexual prerogative. You will not have intercourse with your sister, whether she is your father's or your mother's daughter. Whether she was born in the same house or elsewhere, you will not have intercourse with her. You will not have intercourse with your son's or your daughter's daughter, for their sexual privacy is your own. You will not have intercourse with the daughter of your father's wife, born to your father. She's your sister. You will not have intercourse with her. You will not have intercourse with your father's sister, for she is your father's own flesh and blood. You will not have intercourse with your mother's sister, for she is your mother's own flesh and blood. Wait a minute. Wasn't one of the sons of some married his aunt, the sister of his mother? Oh, well, there you go. You will not have intercourse with your father's brother. You will not approach his wife. She's your aunt. You will not have intercourse with your daughter-in-law. Oh, wait a minute. That's still coming up here. Aha, you see? I knew it. So God's giving instructions here, right? Yes? But I do know that these instructions were broken later on. And of course, that was God's that was just to restore it. I'm going, okay, now you're making up your own stuff to make it right. Are you not? Aren't people kind of doing that? Making up your own stuff when you don't like what you hear. Or when you come across, oh, that happened anyway, though, but it is a part of the Bible, and supposedly it's a good thing. Is it? Aha. Okay. Well, again, is it really God's will that we're following, or just our own will, our own desires? Huh? Yes? We're so good at just fixing things any which way we want. Huh? The same who do you want to point the finger at so that you look better yourself? Well, as far as I know, that's just the wrongest of the wrong way to go. Right? Yes? But it's widely accepted. She is your son's wife. You will not have intercourse with her. Oh, but they were not alive anymore. Okay, well, it doesn't say here unless, well, maybe we'll get to that. You will not have intercourse with your brother's wife. It is your brother's sexual prerogative. You will not have intercourse with a woman and her daughter, nor will you take her son's or her daughter's daughter to have intercourse with them. They are your own flesh and blood. It would be incest. You will not take a woman and her sister into your harem at the same time to have intercourse with the latter while the former is still alive. Whoa, Jacob, you're in a lot of trouble here. Oh, but that came beforehand. He didn't know. Told you that wasn't right. You will not approach and have intercourse with a woman who is in a state of menstrual pollution. Man, that should be a given. Come on now. Furthermore, you will not have intercourse with your I'm feeling sick right now. Furthermore, you will not have intercourse with your fellow citizen's wife. You would become unclean by doing so. You will not allow any of your children to be sacrificed to Moloch, thus profaning the name of your God. I am Yahweh. Oh, interesting. What the heck is that about? You will not have intercourse with a man as you would with a woman. This is a hateful thing. Well, there it is. But you will not have intercourse with any kind of animal. You would become unclean by doing so, nor will a woman offer herself to an animal to have intercourse with it. What, that's possible? There's no animal in this world who would, oh, come on now. What? I could see a man restraining an animal, but a woman? How the heck would that work? Oh, okay, God's fair. All right, can't just kind of make sure that, okay. Hence, I am about to punish it for its guilt, and the country itself will vomit out its inhabitants. I have been like vomiting. You, however, must keep my laws and customs and not do any of these hateful things. None of your citizens, none of your resident aliens. For all these hateful things were done by the people who lived in the country before you, and the country became unclean. So, again, God's restoring. He's getting, okay, you didn't know. Now I'm letting you know you don't do these things. Right? But because beforehand that was acceptable and was done, right? Now it's like, yeah, but, okay, this is a new way. This is the right way. This is the way that you grow spiritually towards what? Eternity, right? Yes? Don't you want to do that in a good, healthy way? You will not have intercourse with any kind of animal. You would become unclean by doing so. Nor will a woman, offers herself to an animal to have intercourse with. This would be a violation of nature. Oh, there you go. Do not make yourselves unclean by any of these practices, for it was by such things that the nations that I am driving out before you made themselves unclean. The country has become unclean. Hence I am about to punish it for its guilt, and the country itself will vomit out its inhabitants. Oh, I had to read that one more time, didn't I? You, however, must keep my laws and customs and not do any of these hateful things. None of your citizens, none of your resident aliens, for all these hateful things were done by the people who lived in the country before you, and the country became unclean. If you make it unclean, will it not vomit you out, as it vomited out the nations there before you? Yes, anyone who does any of these hateful things, whatever it may be, any person doing so will be outlawed from his people. So keep my rules, and do not observe any of the hateful laws which were enforced before you came. Then you will not be made unclean by them. I am Yahweh, your God. That's 18 in Leviticus. One could say a whole lot to all this, and I know people have things for it and against it. The one thing that I can say to all of it is that when I look around the world on how all these hateful things have progressed towards children, and you know what? Children weren't even mentioned in here when it comes down to it. But because things people didn't listen to Yahweh. Now all around the world, on every continent, I guarantee you, in every country in the world, the vile filth thrown at children when it comes to the sexual realms is I find horrific. So, you want to go and start disputing whatever? You want to go and say, yeah, but you go right ahead. Then it's just all about yourself. You don't know anything about the cycle of life. You don't respect the cycle of life. You don't respect the principles of creation and the principles of love. You don't respect anything. What is important to you is yourself. Yourself only. Yeah, we go through confusion. We go through desires we have to keep in check to really find true happiness. But rather than digging a little deeper, finding why do I feel about certain things the way I do? Why is it that I'm not within the norm when it comes to the realm of love? Rather than digging a little bit deeper and trying to learn more about yourself and why that is, you listen to others who are going to pull you into this unclean state when it comes to the realm of love. You'd rather do that. It's easier. It's easier to give in to unnatural desires than to find the true meaning in natural desires. That's not just, I'm talking anyone out there in a relationship of love. It's not just the ones we decide to have a better look at and go, oh, whoa, wow. It's everybody. It's absolutely everybody. But the one thing that wasn't mentioned in there was children. Do not have intercourse with children. As young as. It doesn't say that in there, does it? It wasn't even a thing yet. See how evolved the filth in the realm of love has become? Yes? How widespread it is? What's the mindset of a man to go and pay money to have sex? with a child. And how is it so widespread and accepted? In the open, in many countries. Okay, well, that was Leviticus 18. What a chapter. I like to remind people too that words like this in the Bible aren't to then persecute and judge others out there. It's to teach according to God's laws, right? So you got to be careful as well, right? And what did I mention? Dig deeper. Dig deeper on what love really truly means when it comes to the realm of love, cycle of life. Okay? Yes? Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I wanted to share today. People still, they've got freedom of will, freedom of choice. Yeah, you get to do absolutely what you want. And that's a sad thing too in many ways, I think, sometimes. But again, we all have to grow on our own speed, I guess. Right? Yes? Just like to remind everyone, regardless, beware whose hearts you break, whose hearts you hurt, whose hearts you force and rape. Right? And how often do you do that? God's love and blessings always. May He protect you, and I will talk to you another time.